Welcome, I'm from Huawei Y5P, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks that I can do on this device. So we're gonna start off with the 3-finger split screen, which you can access by opening up an app at the beginning, and from there, taking 3 fingers, slide them up. It divides the screen in half, and you can tap on, for instance, home screen, and it will show you all the apps on your home screen. And from here you can open up another app that is compatible with this and just split screen, as you can see. So that is basically how you split screen. Now, if you want to close it, you need to go full screen and then close this. And next thing I'm going to show is the dark mode, because the device is on the Android 10. It does have a dark mode. So on here it's disabled by default, at least it's not visible on here, so you can drag it from here over to have a quick toggle, and then you can switch it basically at will. As you can see, it changes to dark mode. That also includes the preloaded apps like phone, messages, browser as well, settings, photos. Basically any preloaded app now goes into dark mode. And moving on, we're going to go into the ebook reader, which is just for the people that like to read books on their phone. And what we'll do is change the color, basically spectrum of the device to basically black and or yellow and gray, so it kind of feels like a dated book. And you do it by going into the display and brightness, and from here you have the EBook Mode, and you can see that's basically how it will look. So as you can see immediately, it doesn't have any color now, so everything is in this basically black and white or white and gray color scheme. And well, it's not really even white, it's more yellowish, but yeah, it just looks more pleasant to the eye if you're planning to read books on it. So let me just go back to the normal and move on to the next one, which will be the Homescreen Style. And on here you have all the apps smack in the middle of your home screen, similar to an iOS device. And if you're not a fan of that and you want to have a little bit more clean aesthetic appearance of the device, you can activate the app drawer by going into the home screen and wallpaper, and then home screen style, change it from standard to drawer, give it a moment, and there we go. You can see there is an arrow that just appeared, and now you can drag it up and you have the app tray, and you can basically get rid of all these apps now if you want to. So just drag it over like so, and all of them are still in here, so you can still access them wherever you are. Now, moving on to the last thing that I'm going to show, it's going to be the gesture navigation, and this will just simply allow you to remove these outdated buttons on the bottom. So let's go into these settings, and then all the way to the bottom, system and updates, system navigation, and here you'll have gestures. And when you activate them for the first time, you can go through the tutorial on how to use it. So slide from the side to go back. I'll see that an arrow pops out, and you can slide it from either side of it. There we go, you can see that. Let go, it goes back. Then you have slide up and let go to go home. So this is just a quick swipe, and then swipe and hold to go into recent. And you can see that it works just fine. And when you're in the apps, you can slide from side, either here or here. And yeah, it just works really nicely. And honestly, in my personal preference, this works really well. I really enjoy the Huawei's approach to the gesture navigation. Some devices and recent timing have some weird choice for gesture navigation, and personally I think that this one is one of the better ones, as in how it's basically how you navigate. But yeah, that is basically how you activate it. And this would conclude all the tweaks and tricks that I wanted to share. And if you found any of them helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching.